Hey, Nathan here, helping you become a better jungler. It's later than I usually record um, these reviews, but I thought I'd do another one since I've got a couple of requests in. And I just want to sort of just bang these out. Um, so this is a request from someone over the North American server. This is Xin Zhao game. He goes 6-6-12. He does lose, but we'll get into that. Quickly read this. So this is in actually made notes on the game, which is what I really, if you're submitting these reviews, what you'll get the most out and you'll learn the most from these is if you actually go over the game yourself, like write down, I'll show his notes in a second, and then when you watch my review and read my notes, then you can compare like your mindset for each things and see what my perspective was compared to yours. So I think it's just a really way for you to learn. So we'll go into here. This actually wasn't a game I was fully focused or committed to. Highlights my weaknesses, my strengths, as those are built into my muscle memory. I made a lot of mistakes that are common even in times where I do focus up, so I think it would be great to analyze those and tear them down into pieces. Awesome, definitely can be doing that here. Specific moments of the game, he wants me to sort of just focus on macro stuff. Micro mistakes, I mean, they happen. I don't expect anyone to be perfect micro wise, even in challenger level. Says he doesn't play much Zen. No specific times I'll look at. I'd love to know what I've done right and what I've done wrong regarding my macro play. Of course, this will let me know what I will need to fix. More importantly, however, it will also give me confidence, stopping hesitation in what I'm doing correctly. For time slots, my thought process throughout the game. So he's made the Google Doc here, and I've actually had a look over this already. Definitely a lot of points that I'll cover in here. If you want to read this, like I'm not going to read this out. This is like obviously very long. I'll chuck this in a link to the description of his notes as well, so you can potentially compare them to my notes. Also worth mentioning, this guy was actually Diamond 1 in Season 4 and 5. And he's actually just getting back into the game, wants to climb again, so I think that's really cool as well. So let's jump into this. Xin is going Halo Blades, which is pretty much what we want to be doing. Like Zin's like a really like in all your damage and like ults and potentially survive. His single target damage is really good, so let's go Halo Blades. Sudden impact's good. Eyeball collection, you can switch it out for Zombie Ward, but that's still fine. Relentless Hunter's good, and then Triumph and Legend Alacrity. I would switch out Alacrity for the Tenacity one in certain games, if they have like a lot of hard CC. This game's fine. Alacrity is the way you want to go. So yeah, these two runes are fine. So runes all good. So it looks like you come in here to defend red. So it looks like no invade. Let's skip to when you start clearing. So Vega gets a good chunk, which is not good for you, but it's okay. So we're starting red. Alright, so quick analysis of the matchups as well, where you want to be focusing this game. So rather into Malphite, you can impact this game early, but outside of like once Malphite starts getting tanky level 6, like the beauty about it, he can build armor and negate both of you guys. So I wouldn't be really going here past 6, but definitely can impact that lane early game. This is a lane you can impact. Cat is like a little slippery, but it'll be dependent on Vega hitting his cage. Definitely can do this lane. And bot lane is definitely gankable with Pyke, especially into Nami Kai'Sa. So pretty much you can impact a lot in this game, all lanes basically. But again, I wouldn't really be too worried about top. We'll see how this plays out. Alright, so you're going for a level 2 gank. My recommendation, and whenever you got like level 2 gank's fine, but you need to clear your golems before you do this gank. Like having your golems up here, and like yes, you can level 2 gank and then come back to your golems, but it makes your path really awkward and it really like sets you behind, like in terms of like tempo. Like then you suddenly have to like walk up to here. Potentially Lee Sin could like take all your jungle here and you just can't react to it whatsoever. So yeah, the better to just clear golem. So we're going for a gank here. They were pretty far back anyway, but you do burn the flash on Nami. So as soon as you burn flash on Nami, this is now an absolute kill lane for you. So I'll be looking to focus just clearing my jungle, like getting top grab. If Lee Sin like hasn't invaded. Actually, I would probably be... Actually, no, in your notes you actually said that you knew Lee Sin started blue because top insta came and bait. But let's just check this here. Yeah, so... Okay, so yeah, so there is likely that he did start blue. So yeah, that means that you can go to your top side and potentially still get your blue if he hasn't gone straight there now. Alright, so good. You skip Raptors there. Raptors is just not good for Xin when he just has Machete. Well, he's looking for a gank top. Alright, so you see him coming for this crab. So this is where we want to look at mid and we think, okay. I mean, you definitely can 1v1 and you are stronger than Lee Sin, not by much. Like, it's a little bit reliant on him missing Q. Mid's like even-ish right now. Okay, so he's actually committed to this, so this is good for you. You can definitely have the edge here. He would have used his abilities on Scuttle Crab, so this is good. This is more of Lee Sin's mistake. He burns Flash. Vega comes. Should win this still. Zin's like a super strong early fighter, so this is definitely what you want to be doing, is creating chaos and you're fighting over crabs. You know, if Lee Sin's going to do crab in front of your face, like, absolutely punish him for it. So you get a double kill, this is awesome for you. So this is, you can really start to take control of the game now. Xin Zhao is like pretty like one of the, literally like the strongest duelists like in the early game to mid game. And pretty much until then you get Triforce, so this is really good. You can absolutely take over the game. So again, I'll still be thinking at this stage, right, I need to clear my top side, spend my gold. You can have like a lot of gold, and you need to punish this Nami Flash. Like, you got it. Like, you need to absolutely punish Flash it. She's like 100% dead. You still have your Flash up. So I'll be clearing this and just thinking go bot straight away. Screw top lane, even if the wave's in a good position. Alright, so they're actually doing pretty good still bot, but Lee Sin's here. Okay, so this is really inefficient. Like, you have 1500 gold right now, you're 2-0. Like, right now you're pretending you're 0-0. So even though you have 2 kills, you don't really have a... You need to be pressing your advantage as much as possible and, like, going back to base, getting vision, getting pink wards, buying items. Like, you need to be that threat on the map to, like, really take over and carry this game. And again, bot lane should be your focus. So showing mid here is again just sort of nullifying your early lead. Like, I understand you're clearing creeps here and like defending the tower, but it's your golems are up, your raptors are up. You need to be on the map with your items, clearing your camps, pressuring Lee Sin, potentially even invading him. Like, you're so strong you can literally like just kill him incredibly easy if you buy your items. Like right now, Lee Sin is actually stronger than you. Even though he's 0-1, you're 2-0. He's stronger than you because he's bought, he has boots and his skirmisher saber. So really you're just like absolutely nullifying and you're forced to stay on the map, and now he can actually take your raptors. So this should just never happen. Again, this would have been solved if you just based after clearing top side. So now we're going bot. Hopefully he hasn't taken your golems. Alright, so Cat's coming to pick up some kills. I mean, yeah, it's more on Vega. He should have called that. Alright, so there's nothing really you want to be doing here. I mean, you need to like defend your red right now, which is, looks like Lee's could potentially get it. Like, Vega's there to help you, so this should be all good. The wave is still in a good position to potentially gank this, so I would be looking to red, like wait for Jin to come back, do your red, do your raptors, and potentially wrap around here to do a gank. Alright, so they know you're here. Mid has push cutter and it should be reacting to this, but again, just go do your red, go do your raptors right now. There's nothing for you to do here. There's nothing for you to fight over. Clear your camps. Alright, so you come and see that. I'm not sure, what do you see here that I don't see? So Cat should be getting this wave. Alright, so you must just know Cat's going to go on Vega. Like, I'm not sure why Cat decided to go on Vega. Like, another wave's coming in, but I guess this is fine. What I don't like about this now is now you've gone to the top side, and again, your bot side's like all up right now, and Dragon's still up, you know? It looks like they're literally about to get Dragon. So, again, like showing mid there on that gank, you actually have also just given Lee the opportunity to take Dragon. And if that's the case, as soon as Dragon's gone, you saw Lee Sin, like, he didn't have, like, there's just no way he could have been topside to clear his jungle. So go into his jungle right now. Instead of going to your jungle, go into your jungle, take his camps. You have to punish him for, at least take something on the other side of the map for taking Dragon. Again, you're still much stronger. You have a full Warhammer over Lee. He can't fight you in his jungle. Alright, so again, like, you just burnt Flash and ult, and you shouldn't be focusing Malphite at all past this point. Like, he has, like a bit of armor. Again, like, your entire jungle's up here. You need to be clearing this. You need your red. You still haven't got your second red buff. Xin Zhao needs red buff to be, like, really, like, I mean, he doesn't need it, but it helps a lot, especially his ganking power. So now you decide to go top side, probably like 30 seconds too late. Take his red. Yeah, if you came here, you could have taken a lot more earlier. And again, I just really don't like this. I understand that you're getting this, and this is fine, but you really need to be thinking of getting bot side to be helping bot. So this is good. You're basing. So you're basing and then going bot side, but your top side jungle's still up. You know, like, you don't want to be here. So you want to clear this first. So in that situation, you just literally just walk down here from golems, clear your jungle, then you can base, then come onto the map here, like chuck a pink ward there, and then be helping bot lane. Otherwise, this is going to be up for way too long. If you're stuck now on bot side of the map, because, like, let's say you want to gank, then it sort of just makes it really awkward, like your whole jungle path here. It's really inefficient. So now Lee's like going into top side, so he could literally take all your jungle top side, but it looks like he decides to try and get a kill here. This is just not going to work for him. Alright. So Aurelia comes. We're going to get another couple of kills here, but you do die. But yeah, like, dying here. So, like, rule of thumb, you don't really want to be fighting when your entire jungle is up, because it's just, like, creates this insane risk of, like, now if I die, I'm both wasting so much time. All my camps are, like, respawn. Like, I'm dead now, and I'm not gonna experience in gold. Like, it really stuffs up, like, your momentum, and it's just, like, just not worth the risk. Like, you had that early game advantage, and now from that death, like, you really have thrown it all away. And Xin Zhao needs to continue, like, putting out pressure. And being dead definitely is not putting out pressure. So now you have to go back bot side because you want to clear your red. And again, like, your whole jungle's up. So yeah, you shouldn't be looking to fight here at all. Like, this is 1v3. 1 versus 3, even if you get a kill, you're going to die, and your entire jungle is up. You know, your instant thought should be just go straight to golems. Like, let's clear up top side. Let's do a full clear here, and then let's base, and then let's go bot side and try and impact that again. So this cat just keeps going on to Vega. But Lee was there, so that did make sense. Alright, so now you've shown mid. It's fine to do. You want to defend this wave. They shouldn't be able to dive you. You do have ult. Alright, then you look. They're going into top side now. Alright, so you need to just concede this. Like, you're not going to be... Mid's dead. Aurelia is pushed in. Malphite's level 9. He has doubles as well. There's just no way you're going to be able to win this fight. Like, go bot side. Like, pressure. Get river controlled. You have a pink ward. You don't have a pink ward. I didn't look at the gold in your base, but... yeah, you need to be, again, like, your red... You haven't got your second red since... It's been on the map for about 7 minutes now, and you're a Xin Zhao. Okay, so you actually decide, so, yeah, this is just not going to work. Alright, so it looks like you're trying to look for a fight here. So Malphite still has ult. I'm not sure if you know that or would have seen it. Like, this is really, really risky. Alright, so that was actually insane, by the way. Wow. So this actually works for you. Because you knock them into the Veigar. Is that what happens? Yeah, you knock them, you stun them both. Okay, so this is just... I mean, I'm not going to take it away from you. You actually, I'm not sure, like, it's, I think a little bit of luck is involved in there. Like, they didn't just, like, go one-shot Veigar with Malphite ult or something. So this, like, works, but I don't like the theory behind this, though. Like... Just concede top. Like, look at bot lane that whole time. You know, like, look at the position that they're in. Like, you could be killing these guys. Dragons up, getting those. And again, getting your damn red buff. Alright, so Aurelia TPs to defend. So they get... Alright, so that's not looking good. So the game's really starting to not look good now. You are 4-1, but again, like, you just didn't really... The scoreline here is not... sort of like showing like how little impact you made in the early game, even though you're 2-0. But what this does show you, like your CS right here, your 55, is definitely showing like your inefficiency in this game in terms of clearing camps. So macro, so you did ask about macro in this stage. So at this stage of the game, like, it's not entirely out of your hands yet. I mean, bot's pretty far behind. Malphite's getting a lot of armor. The next objective here is bot tower. So you've top's gone. Mid's always like the hardest objective to get because, not the hardest, but it's much harder to get that because it's just everyone can like rotate down versus if Malphite, if you guys are getting bot tower, then they have to run all the way this way. So, and you can get control of the river, and if they come in here, then you can potentially pick them off before they come to defend. The idea is that you want to like drag them around the map by creating pressure in side lanes. So it is fine to like, this is what I like to see. Like, so bot's the next objective you want to be thinking. You clear top side here, get this all off the map, so then Lee Sin can't take it. Then we base, get pink wards, let's control river, and let's protect your team as they get this bot tower. Veigar should be able to find to just wave clear mid. So we've got a TP here. Looks like everyone's trying to go on this cat. Alright, so we're getting picks with Veigar. Veigar's playing pretty well. Alright, so again, like, ARAM here is just not going to work. Like, Malphite here is flanking from the side. Like, let's use the mid priority push here to either base. How much gold do you have? You have 3,000 gold right now. Okay, you need to, like, when you have this amount of gold, like, you need to, like, absolutely, like, be spending this ASAP. Because right now, like, you're 3,000 less gold. The 3,000 gold that you have on this map is basically nullified because you haven't bought your items. So you don't want to be fighting, or even thinking about fighting. You want to be backping your team again. If you just came here and cleared wolves and Gromp, bought 3,000 gold worth of items, like, you'll be close to a Triforce at that point. go here, get this. You know, there's nothing you're going to get. You can't get this mid tower here. The entire team is 4 of them are alive, and you don't have Jin with you. Now you're dead. No, you have to burn flash. Do get away. Alright. Potentially defend this. You get the kill and modifier. Alright, so again, Jin's got the right idea here, but he's probably going to die because now everyone's probably rotating down to him. So Jin's doing the right thing here. He understands the next objective. Just no one's there. No one's there to help him. Alright, so we're on top side here. Flick to my next page of notes. Clearing top side. Okay, that's okay ult, I guess. I would be waiting a little bit longer before going into here. Like, your team is focused on killing Lee at the moment. And they've just used, like, a bunch of cooldowns. So, like, you just have to, like, identify the wave here. Look at your team. Like, Aurelia's there, Jin's there. Like, there's no reason for you. Just wait in the bush, wait. If they commit to the tower, then you will clean this up much, much better. There's no reason for you to just go in here, even though you have ult. It's just looking at, just simple stuff, just looking at where your team is. Thinking, can they, if I go in here, can they follow up? Alright, so it looks like your team might be able to get mid here. No. Alright, they just need to back off. Let's just do your camps here. Your team should be basing. I'll be telling my team to base right now. Like, you do not want to be fighting. Everyone's coming back on the map with full health and items. Like you just need to concede this tower. Like, your team, it's your team's fault that they stood around too long. Like, don't make the situation worse by just hanging around here and potentially dying. Like, Veigar just needs to base. You guys just need to cut your losses here. You guys took too long on the map. But Veigar sticks around and actually defends it pretty well. Alright, yeah, and you die here. So, again, this is really bad. Your camps are up, you're dying. Almost got Triforce. You bought a pink ward. Get another pink ward. You have the gold. 2 pink wards is ideal if you can afford it. And Dragon's coming up now. Alright, so the enemy team really wants this tower. Yeah, so Malphite's starting to get really out of control. There's just like a lot of fighting, like a lot of A-ramming that I'm seeing in this game. Like, I mean, obviously this is just the, you know, the players that you're playing with, and you can't, I'm not saying you can control everything what they're doing, but if you just give some sort of guidance about where you're moving on the map, where you want to control again, like your entire, if you're here saying like, Jin, like, you know, come push this, I'll help you, let's get this tower. Pike, let's get some control of this river. Old pink ward, the pixel dot bush here. Whenever your team just doesn't have any direction in the game, everyone just starts just going for kills after kills. Like, there's 50 kills in a 20-minute game so far. Almost finally going to get this tower after 5 minutes of A-ramming. Alright, and we get bot. Okay, so this is definitely still looking okay. You have Triforce now, which is good. You have a pink ward, which is good. So we're trying to get vision control. So the only way you can really get vision control here is if mid is pushed and you actually see the enemy team reacting to a wave. Like, it's pretty scary to be walking in with no vision. Okay, so it looks like we've got a team fight happening here. Alright, so you trade 1 for 1. Trading kills is, especially getting Malphite off the map, that's pretty good for you. Your Aurelia is 2 and 7, so... Oh, that was a good bubble by Nami. Okay, yeah, this is not looking good for you now. They get Baron. Alright, so yeah, it looks like they get Baron and then they pretty much like end the game off that. So, yeah, that's going to be the end of this review. Yeah, the biggest thing in this game is really take away, it's you had that 2-0 advantage and you just didn't base, get your items and go help bot. Like, that really affected the game, and really, like, and then you're stuck on the map for like a good 2 minutes or so. So, like, what happened there is then, you know, you're Xin Zhao, you're meant to be like taking control of the game, especially when you're 2-0. You've got the kills for your team. It's your responsibility to carry the game. And just, yeah, you were focusing top, just leave top like it's a Malphite. You're ganking it like past level 6. You didn't punish the Nami flash, which you definitely should have. And just like pathing and efficiency, like always be thinking, where do you want to be on the map in 60 seconds, and think about how your jungle path will be based around that. So, like, again, like, should have been like looking to clear your top side as much as possible so you could spend more time bot side. So we'll go quickly like over what you said in your review request. So definitely a lot of macro stuff. Micro stuff, like, I'm not too worried about. Like, there's things here and there. I mean, you actually did pretty well micro wise in the in that fight top lane where you knocked him into Veigar. That was really cool. But yeah, like, definitely a lot of things here you can correct. And it just comes down to decision making and prioritizing and thinking about, like, looking at the map shops at the beginning of the game and thinking, where do I want to focus? So yeah, hopefully that this review helped, and yeah, I'll see you in my next review. Thanks for watching.